All right, welcome to our game tonight. It's Sunday night showdown here with the Chicago Central Romans, and I've got Dick Ludke here with me. He's going to be doing the play-by-play for us tonight.
Thanks for the invitation, Brent. I've loved watching your broadcasts of the Wildcat games this year, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. It'll be a challenge for the Wildcats,
Yes.
but they should be competitive.
Yes, the first time we played them was here in December, I believe, and we lost a close one by 1 goal. And when we went down and played them in Chicago, it was not very close, but we were missing quite a few of our players due to finals. Sorry, I just had to run up the stairs to get somebody to run the clock, so I'm a little out of breath.
Well, you'll be back with it here any moment now.
So right now the Wildcats are tied for 5th, and if they can win this game and the next one, they can put themselves in that last playoff spot.
Nice.
So this is a pretty important game.
Now, if they don't win this one, they're out of the playoffs.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, so that will be on the minds of the girls as they play tonight.
And the Chicago team, the Romans, they are in the playoffs.
Yes, they are. Yes, so less important for them, although positioning means everything. But it looks like they have the second spot in the standings locked up.
Yeah. Barrington, of course, on the top, and they're a strong team. I mean, watching the game this past Friday, I thought the Wildcats played well. But they still got beat 10-1 against a very, very, very good team.
Well, they have 3 players on their team. 2 of them going to play at Wisconsin next year, and 1 of them playing at Brown. And those are 2 of the top 10 women's programs in the nation. So
yep.
It was unfortunate that we had to play them 3 times this season, but you know what? I bet a lot of our girls kind of maybe could pick up a few things from those highly talented Barrington players.
Well, playing against teams like that, it can hurt your confidence, no question, when you lose by big scores. But when you play against quality players, you, I think, learn a little more about how to be in that direction.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So there's good and bad.
There is. One thing I noticed during the season as I'm announcing that it's tripped me up, and so I imagine it might give you some problems as well, is that the names on our team, there are a lot of very similar names. Like, for instance, we have Grace Crow.
Right.
We have Isabel Grayson. And we have a Bryn Claire and a Claire Koniger. And Whitney Race also gets mixed in there with the Grace, and so I stumble over it quite a bit.
So when you only say Grace, somebody might be wondering, I wonder which player he means.
Right. So a lot of times I'll use both names.
Yeah.
And more is to help me know who I'm talking about.
Well, you've done a great job broadcasting the Wildcats this year, and I'm sure Wildcat fans appreciate your efforts, but you've enjoyed it.
I have. Well, I learned a lot by watching you throughout the years and enjoyed listening to you and your broadcasts of Illinois State University sports. We have most of our players here tonight. We're out 2 people. The first is Ari Sashinsky, and I believe the coach is telling me that she's ill.
Oh.
So out due to sickness. And Bryn Claire is over on the bench. She still has a broken thumb. So we'll be without 2 of our elder players.
But in some games this year, they've been without more players than that.
Yeah. But we have, other than that, we have our whole roster tonight. I believe Leela Brownlee is going to be in net for us.
Yep, the freshman.
Yep. And we lose our other goalie after she graduates this year, Riley Knopfsinger.
Yeah. Well, and they've both been impressive this year, I think.
They both played phenomenally well, I thought.
Wildcats around the net right now, getting ready for what is a very important game for them. They're talking to one another right now rather than talking to Coach Pat Brownlee.
I'd like to know what our captain, Kennedy Mrozik, is saying to all those players to get them fired up.
She's the one informing them what to do.
Yes. Hopefully she's saying score lots of goals.
And don't allow lots.
That's the formula for success.
As you could hear, the Wildcats sound ready to go.
And make one quick correction with it's the Wildcats.
Did I say Wildcats?
Yeah, that's our Northwestern University is the Wildcats.
Yeah, and of course the Wildcats were named after the Wildcats.
They were.
Well, be sure and correct all of the other mistakes I make, please.
Well, I know that there's not going to be very many. So we have Evanston in the white home jerseys with the orange numbering and blue striping, and the Chicago Romans are wearing their navy blue away jerseys with the neon orange striping and as well as white trim.
They don't have quite as many players as the Kits.
No, and somebody was asking me why do we typically play on Sundays, and the reason for that is because many of the teams in our league have players who play on other travel teams, AA or AAA, whether it's the Storm or the Warhawks. And in order for us to have the best chance of having those girls show up for games, we do it on Sunday nights because those teams typically don't play their games then.
Right.
So that's the reason for Sunday night scheduling.
Boy, this is a nice arena.
Yes, I believe it's about 4 years old now.
Yeah.
And it has been getting a lot of use.
Yep.
It's been a great success for the city of Evanston, I know that. So home game tonight, our next home game is our last of the season, so it's nice to finish up both games at home.
Against one of the Lake Forest teams.
Yes,
a week from tonight.
Lake Forest Academy.
All right. That is Leela Brownlee in the net, right?
Yes, and her looks like our starting lineup is going to be Caitlin Brownlee over on right wing, and Jillian Young is center, and Allison Koplow out on left wing, backed up by Mrozik and Whitney Race on defense.
All right, here we go. The opening face-off, and it's won by the Wildcats, who immediately lose the puck. So the Romans in the zone, but knocked away beautifully. Now picked up a shot on goal, a little over the goal, and gathered in by Kennedy Mrozik, but she loses it. It comes loose out to the point, and now Mrozik able to get it out of the zone. Chicago with possession. The Romans have it, but then taken away nicely by Koplow. Here it is ahead to Young. Young driving toward the left side, now spins and drops it for the defenseman. Mrozik, a shot to the center, and a shot on goal and a score! With the goal to Jillian Young, and the Wildcats have an early 1-0 lead. It took them 25 seconds.
Great start for us. That's what we need.
Great centering pass from, I believe that was Mrozik or Koplow.
Now Mrozik with the pass over to Young.
Mrozik with the pass.
That was a very strong pass. So out on center, we have Jessie Lesage with Jade Angel and Gabby Weber on wing, and Nord and Grace Crow back on defense.
And this time the Romans win the draw and get it into the Wildcat zone. Here's Crow sending it along the boards. Ahead it goes to Angel, but picked up by the Romans. A shot on goal, a little wide to the left. The rebound off the board comes to the Wildcats, and they're back in. Lesage with it. Takes the shot, and it's right on goal and stopped by their goaltender. The deflection goes into the corner. A battle for it there. Comes out to the point. Another shot on goal. Not a strong one, and it's easily covered up by the goaltender. That shot by Gracelyn Crow. 1 minute into the game, and already a 1-0 lead for Evanston. The face-off in the Roman zone. And Lesage able to win it. Gets it back to Crow. Now it's in the corner. A battle by Angel for it there. She gets it back out to the point, but it slips through and now picked up by Crow. Into the corner it goes. But now the Romans get it and send it back out toward the point, and now they get it out of the zone, and they've got a 2-on-1, but Crow with a good play to dump the puck away. And now she gets it back. Gracelyn Crow on the move. Deals it ahead. Into the Roman zone it goes. Around the boards and out toward the point. And picking it up there is Kramer. Comes behind the net. In the corner, a battle. With it is Angel. Jade Angel trying to center it. Comes out to that's Graysick, who took the shot from the left side. But it was easily handled by the goaltender, and back around it comes, and now out of the zone it is. And back in it goes, and it'll be offsides. Molly O'Hara took it in a little bit too soon. Now we're 2 minutes into the game.
Wildcats looking very strong here at the beginning.
They are.
To see it.
They're off to a good start.
So we have Koniger, Pleiter, and Kramer out on offense, backed up by Graysick and O'Hara.
As the Romans bring it into the Wildcat zone. Pass to the side, but beautifully knocked away by Graysick. Against the board, it comes out to Pleiter. Pleiter ahead. And now with it is Kramer. Kramer with a centering pass, but nobody is there. It goes to the other end. Now back out to the point. Wildcats not able to keep it in. It's outside the zone. Graysick gets it back in. Pleiter can't get it. And instead the Romans on the move. The shot is deflected beautifully by the goaltender. Good job by Leela Brownlee. Goes to the corner. Picked up there by the Romans. The Romans have it. A pass to the right. And a wrist shot is blocked nicely by Graysick, who's played well here in the early going. Now Graysick gets it again and wanted to pass it to Kramer, but she was headed to the bench for a change in lineup.
Yeah, she'd been out there quite a while, so I'm sure she was tired.
Romans with it. Across the blue line it goes. But now the Wildcats able to get it back into the other zone. No, it's not icing, as the Romans get it behind the net. 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats as they get the puck in the zone. They keep it in the zone. Now it comes out, and it's loose, and a race for it. And winning that race is Whitney Race as it comes to center. Spinning now. The Wildcats make the interception. That's Young. Good play by Jillian Young, who drives to the corner, looks for the centering pass, takes the shot instead, but it's off the side, into the side of the net of the goaltender right there at the side of the net, and back out it comes. Morozic to Nord. Claudia moves it ahead, but it's intercepted and now sent back into the Wildcat zone. Claudia Nord behind the net. There's a little trouble handling it, but now she gets it back and expertly spins to get away, but now it's taken away. And a pass comes right on, knocked off of Nord's stick and comes right to the goaltender, who easily covers it up. Brownlee gets credit for a save, and it's still 1-0 Wildcats.
That's a dangerous situation where the Romans player's trying to get it onto net, and our defensive player clips their stick and redirects it.
But they got away with it.
They did.
Still lead 1-0. Lesage on the face-off. It's loose in the corner. Lesage picks it up now and goes around the net, or was going to go around the net. Now comes back the other way and is on the move. Lesage. Ahead it goes to Angel. She sends it across the blue line, but now it comes back out. Lesage puts it back in. And the Romans have it there. Behind the net, the Romans look for the pass. Knocked away by Lesage. Now it's loose and picked back up by the Romans. But punched away nicely by Nord, who now centers it. Lesage with it there. Into the zone she goes. Lesage, a shot and a glove save. A nice one by the goaltender for the Romans.
Kids are going to get a line change here. They've got, looks like the Kramer, Pleiter, and Koniger offensive line. And for defense, we are going to have Graysick and O'Hara.
7:53 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Wildcats. Comes out to the point and kept in nicely.
That's O'Hara over there.
Okay, O'Hara got that one down to the goal line board, but now it comes out. And O'Hara over there to try to get it back. She's got the puck. Goes around one player. Now another. Good move by O'Hara. Now a third. She'll bring it across the blue line herself. Drop pass, but it's intercepted. And back come the Romans. 2-on-2. Here's a knock away by Graysick, but she got it back. The shot on goal is knocked. And now Graysick gets it back and sends it off the board. Ahead toward Kramer. And down the ice it goes. No icing here as it was deflected by the Romans. They try to get it out, but it's picked off. Here's Pleiter with it in the corner. Shot against the side of the net. She gets it back on the other side. Pleiter still with it. Backhand shot is caught. Turned out to be a pop-up. It was partly deflected and caught nicely by the goaltender for the Romans. 6:45, just a little less than halfway through period 1. 1-0 Kits.
Got another line change here. The Kits have fresh legs with Mrozik and Race back on defense. Young, Brownlee, and Koplo back out on offense.
As the draw is won by the Wildcats. Here's Mrozik. Mrozik gets it over to Race. She fires toward the goal, but it's deflected. It's blocked. And now blocked again, put back in the zone, but the Romans get it and come across the blue line on the other end. The pass back to the point, and across the line it goes. Goaltender, or offsides is the call. .6:22 left in period 1. As the draw is won by the Romans, they drive it across the blue line, but it's taken by Mrozik. Ahead it goes to Brownlee. Brownlee dealing it to the corner. Young gets it there. Spins and has a defender take it away, but there to get it is Brownlee. Tried to center it, hit the back of the net, comes out to the point. And now it's across the blue line as Mrozik gets it there and backs up a little bit and resets the offense. Mrozik, nice move to get by one defender. Now another, and now a third. She's across the blue line from the left wing. Backhand shot is glove saved by the Roman goaltender. Shots on goal very much in favor. 5-1 now in favor of the Kits.
Yeah, this is good. I've spent a lot more time in the Roman zone than ours, which is always a good sign. Crow and Nord back out on defense with Lesage, Angel, and Weber out on offense.
Lesage on the draw, and she won it. Lesage gets it back, looks for a teammate, can't find one, loses the puck, but it does come to Weber. Tries to center it, can't do it. It comes out to the blue line, and here come the Romans, and they've got a 1-on-0 opportunity, and they score the tying goal. So it's 1-1 with 5:22 left to go in period 1. Well, a little too aggressive offensively there at the blue line. And
that opens up the door for that breakaway when you go in and you don't get the puck.
Yep. All right, the face-off at center ice with the game back even. And the Romans win the draw. Get back in their own zone with the possession of the puck. The feet ahead at the blue line. And now here they come into the Wildcat zone, but punched away nicely by Nord. Now comes back to the Romans. Nord knocks it away before that pass at the center can be put toward the net. It's loose and picked up by Lesage. Lesage into the zone. Shot on goal. Deflected by the goaltender off to the left wing. Lesage runs it down there. Looks, tries to center it. Can't do it. It's loose. And here come the Romans the other way. Graysick now on defense. Punches it away. Gets it back. Good job by Graysick. Back into the Wildcat zone, but the Kits have it. O'Hara ahead to Angel. Her pass knocked away, picked up by Graysick, who moves it into the zone. A hard hit. Graysick went down. No penalty. It was a legal hit. Graysick now in the zone, shoots from the wing. A wrist shot goes wide to the right. And the rebound comes to the Romans, who come the other way, looking to take the lead. But Graysick gets it. Her pass ahead, picked up by coming just off the bench. Another Wildcat player who is tripped, and a penalty appears to be coming up here against the Romans, I think. Or was it another call?
So.
No,
I think it's a no call. That was Koniger.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench that got tripped up a little bit. We have Koniger, Pleiter, and Kramer backed up by Race and Rosick.
Romans win the draw, but it's loose, picked up by the Wildcats in front of the net, knocked away, and now the Wildcats keep it in the zone. This is Pleiter. Pleiter going toward the corner, sends it back to the point. Morozic, hard slap shot, knocked down by a defender, loose behind the net. Here's the one back to Krozik. Her shot, no. Rebound effort, Pleiter, no.
That puck was just sitting there. It
was. Pleiter had a chance.
Yeah. So they've got Morozic back on defense, and if you've been watching our game, she usually plays up on wing or center.
She's been more on defense lately.
Well, that's her normal position is defense. So
draw one by the Kits. Morozic with it from the defensive position on the wing. Her pass slips by her teammate, but she gets it back. It's loose in front, picked up by the Romans. And now knocked away nicely by Morozic. But then she loses it, and the Romans send it deep into the Evanston zone. Back come the Wildcats. Ahead it goes, and just off the stick of Pleiter. Yeah, she would have had a breakaway. Comes back to Morozic. She's across the line. Goes behind the net. Gathers in the puck. Shoots it in. Oh, I think it hit the top of the top of the net. The post, the top post, and was not good. Wildcats still have it in the zone. 2:26 now to go, first period. We're tied 1-1. Loose puck, knocked away to the corner, and a battle for it there against the board, taken out by the Romans. And a great play by Nord to knock it down, and now it's loose, and in the zone, a battle for it, chumped away, and it goes to the corner, and the Romans get there first. Now a centering pass, and a shot is a little wide. It trickles its way back to the corner. And now back to the point. Romans keep it in. And a knockaway, nicely done that time by Pleiter. Comes out to the front. O'Hara can't pick it up. Now a knockaway by Graysick, and she sends it all the way down across into the Roman zone. Not far enough for the icing. Now the Wildcats get it, as the shot from the wing just missed on the far side. Great effort. Romans have it now. 1:23 to go, first period. 1-on-2 break, and a knockaway there by O'Hara. It comes loose, a battle, and another good knock by a Wildcat defenseman. That's Graysick. Graysick coming the other way. She shoots on net, and it's a rebound effort. No, they can't put it in. Lots of shots on goal, 9 of them already for the Wildcats. 1-1 the score with a minute to go in the period as the Wildcats have it in front. Here's a knockaway and a backhand shot. No, and it comes out. Another great opportunity for Evanston, but the goal is not scored. Icing is the call. That backhand shot that time.
That was Young, Jillian Young.
Oh, that's Jillian Young, yep.
Heck of a player. She's only a freshman.
Wow. Well, and the goaltender this evening for the Wildcats, Leila Brownlee, also a freshman.
Yes. So we have O'Hara and Graysick back on defense, and Lesage, Weber, and Angel out on offense.
And Lesage had an opportunity there, but couldn't get it. Lesage able to keep it in the zone for a moment, but now it comes out. And a battle for it, and back into the Roman zone it goes. But now it comes back out. Lesage with it there. She sends it back in. And Angel trying to chase it down, but the Romans get there first. Down to 16 seconds to go in the period. Lesage picks up the puck, heads toward the goal. Here's the puck in front. Nobody can get their stick on it for the Wildcats. 7 seconds left in the period. Here's Lesage. Her shot is deflected. It goes behind the net, and the period comes to an end. So the Wildcats scoring first. The Romans tie it up later in the period, and we're dead even through the first 13-minute period.
You know, really strong period for the Wildcats. They have not had many first periods where they've looked that strong. So
I like the way they played. Outshot them 10-2. And so it's unfortunate that it's tied. But that one goal, I mean, you can't really blame Leila Brownlee too much for it. It was a 1-on-0 drive.
Yes. And she was fast.
Yes,
Romans player, so.
Yeah. It was a good fake forehand and a backhand goal.
Yeah. The passing, I want to note that the passing by the Wildcats is really strong.
It does look as good as ever.
Yes.
And that's one thing, I mean, early in the season, it didn't seem to me as though there were enough center passes. It was too many efforts to score by the player driving down the ice.
Right. Well, I think that just comes from playing the whole season together, getting to know and trust your other teammates and where they're going to be and whether or not they're going to, be able to handle the puck if you pass it to them.
So we're set for the start of period 2 here in Evanston. The Chicago Romans, the number 2 team in the conference. And the Wildcats are now, you said, tied for 5th?
Tied for 5th, which makes it sound better than it is. It's last.
So let's say tied for 5th.
So tied for 5th.
Yeah. All right, of course, the teams change directions, as you can see.
And we have Kleider, Kramer, and Koniger out on offense, backed up by Kennedy Mrozik and Whitney Race.
And an interception, but then knocked away. Kleider nearly had a drive on goal all by herself, as now a whistle as the Romans get it back into the Wildcat zone, and it was apparently offsides.
Yeah, Whitney Race did a fantastic job of kicking that puck away just enough to make them come in offsides and reset.
So another face-off just outside the blue line. It's between the referee's skates and a battle for it, and the Wildcats get it. That's Kramer with it. Kramer into the Roman zone. She drives to the corner. Defender knocks it away from her. Kleider tries to keep it alive. The Romans move it ahead. Now it comes out to the point, and now past that, here come the Romans. 2-on-1 opportunity. A good pass, and a good knockaway there by the defender. It goes to the corner. Romans still have it. Out to the point. Here's the shot from there, and it's well wide to the left. And run down by Kramer. But not able to get it out of the zone, and in front it goes, and here's Morozic trying to knock it away, and she does nicely, punches it ahead to Conager, and she hits it barely, and now here's Morozic with it. Morozic back pass to Kramer, didn't see it, but a shot on goal by Pleiter is just a little off the mark. It bangs off the backboard and comes out to the point. Nord keeps it in. And now the Romans have it, but Nord is there again to keep it home. However, the Romans pick it up and get it out of the zone. Claudia Nord with it now to Morozic. She sends it ahead. Pleiter moves it past the defender, not quite good enough though to get it into the zone. Morozic now moves it off the board and back into the zone. It bounces out in front of the net and is deflected away by the goaltender. Out to the point. Here is Crow keeping it in. And now picked up by the Romans. And they get it past Nord and into the zone. As a pass and a shot, and it's off the side of the net. No good, but a great opportunity there for the Romans. As the Wildcats get it and come the other way. Good move by Young. Young across the blue line. Has it, looks, and now spins in the corner and gets it back to the point. Crow with it there. Crow with a pass to the middle. Here's Nord, and her shot is moved toward the goalie, almost a goal there. It comes back out to the point. Claudia Nord with it. Her shot is deflected. Here it comes in front. Back to Nord. Another shot is just a little wide to the left. A lot of opportunities here for the Wildcats. Morozic with it. Morozic behind the net. Looks some more. And now moves it out to the point. Crow. Her pass intercepted. And the Romans are able to get it out of the zone for the first time in a while. 3 minutes into the second period. 1-1 the score. Nord a knock away, and now the goaltender gets it. Brownlee moves it out, and it's put outside the blue line, where the Romans get it. Ahead it goes into the corner, and Crow will run it down for the Kits. Moves it across the blue line, and an open opportunity for Young. Young with the shot. Oh, and it's deflected, and a great save by the goaltender for the Romans. Comes out toward the point. It's knocked away, and it's loose there now. And O'Hara able to keep it in the zone, but now it comes out. O'Hara tries to put it back in. It does come in, but the Romans pick it up. And here it is in front. Right in the center. Wildcats get it back. With it there is Angel. Angel moves it to the right. Nobody there. The Romans come the other way. As the Wildcats make the lineup change, the shot is off wide to the right, partially deflected by the Kits. Taken out of there now, and here comes another drive to the goal, and it's Lesage who has the chance. Lesage, a shot, a save. It's loose in front, and it's deflected off to the corner. Again, another great opportunity for the Wildcats, but they're not quite able to finish it off. Romans on the drive. O'Hara missed her, and here we go. It's a 2-0 break. And a pass, and a shot, and a great save by Leela Brownlee to keep the score at 1-1. That is only their fourth shot on goal, and 2 of them have been with no defenders anywhere near the shooter.
Yeah.
One of which was their goal. Meanwhile, 15 shots for the Wildcats. Here's the draw, won by the Romans, and in front of the net, a battle for it, and coming up with it is Weber, and she gets it out of the zone. Chasing it down, Jade Angel. Ahead to Weber. Weber gets it by a defender, but then can't catch up with the puck, and it's picked up by the Romans. Lesage able to keep it in. Great play by Lesage. Here she is in front. Shot! Lesage hits the Wildcats ahead, 2-1.
Strong move there by Jessie Lesage through traffic. Great puck handling skills.
An incredible job to keep the puck in the zone. She got through a couple of defenders there, and then a couple of others as she stick handled the puck beautifully and got it to the center. And the goaltender, I think, got a little piece of it, but not enough of it to prevent the goal.
Good hard shot.
Yeah.
We have Kramer, Pleiter, and Koniger with Race and Mrozik back on defense.
And the Romans with an opportunity here, and a shot deflected nicely by Mrozik, who picks it up and drives the other way. Mrozik on the move. 3-on-2. She still handles it, tries to get it to Kramer, does get it to Kramer. It just goes wide of the net. Koniger picks it up, still in the zone as it comes behind the net. Kramer with it there. She centers it, and Pleiter couldn't quite get the stick on it the way she wanted to for the good shot. It went wide. The Romans now have it and come the other way. Pass deflected, and now the Romans get it back. They're in the zone, and another good deflection as it goes to the other side of the goal, the other side of the ice. Romans get it back, and a pass up toward the top, and the Wildcats come out of there with it.
Mrozik has some room here if she can.
Mrozik, a slap shot just a little wide to the left, comes out toward the point, and there, was able to keep it in briefly was Koplo, but now it comes back out, and chasing it down is Nord. Nord with a good spin, almost lost it, but gets it ahead to Brownlee. And now it's Caitlin Brownlee with the pass to Pleiter. Pleiter around the defender, but couldn't quite get the shot away before somebody got her stick on hers. And the Romans the other way. A great knock away there by Mrozik. It goes back behind the net. Here's the centering pass, deflected partly by Nord. Shot anyway, but it's well wide to the left. 5:48 left to go in period 2, or a little more than halfway through the game. It's 2-1. Wildcats have the lead. Mrozik. Backhand pass knocked away, and it's loose, picked up by the Romans, but now taken away by Nord. However, the Romans get it back. Here's the centering pass, knocked back behind the net. And it's at the blue line, and now across the blue line and into the zone. It could be icing, and it is. First stoppage of play in a while.
Yeah.
5:14 left in period 2, and it's a 2-1 lead for the home team, the Wildcats of Evanston, who've outshot the Romans of Chicago 16-4.
Looks like we have Lesage back with Angel and Weber, and Molly O'Hara and Grace Crow back on defense.
Lesage on the draw, but the Romans win it. And the pass to the right side. They have it there. Shot blocked nicely by Molly O'Hara, but they can't get it out. Now the Wildcats get it back. This is Lesage coming behind her own net and gets by one opponent and now sends it ahead, but it's picked up by the Romans, but now knocked away.
They're going to get a penalty
into the
here
Roman
on the
zone. Yeah, looks like a penalty coming. Be the first of the game. And there's an icing shot or pass.
So they're going to call Lesage for tripping on that one.
So it is the first power play for either team. And the Wildcats, who've been pretty good on handling power plays this year, I think.
Their penalty kill has actually been one of the better parts of their game.
Yeah.
And it's had to be because they lead the entire league in penalty minutes.
Yeah. Maybe that's one of the reasons they're so good at it. They've had plenty of experience.
Lots of practice.
All right, here we go. The
Kramer and Pleiter, Race and Mrozik.
And here's the shot into the zone, but the Wildcats able to send it all the way down to the other end. No icing, of course, when there is a player advantage, as Mrozik made that play. It comes to the center now. Mrozik knocks the puck away, gets it back, and sends it back down the other way. And so 25 seconds gone in the 2-minute penalty as Pleiter gets it in the Roman zone. Now Race with it, shoots it on net. Not a hard save for the Roman goaltender. as the Romans get it, and they ice it, which is not a good thing to do when you have the man advantage or the woman advantage.
I think maybe they forgot that they were on the power play.
Maybe. 3:54 left in the period, 1:17 left in the penalty. It is 2-1. Wildcats with the lead.
Young and Brownlee back out on offense for the Kits. Race and Rosick still backing them up on defense.
And the face-off in the Roman zone. And it's won by the Romans. Here they come. They got it by one defender. And now a shot. Oh. And a great glove save by Brownlee. Wow. That was an impressive shot, and Brownlee got the glove out there just in time. So now a face-off in the Wildcat zone. 1:07 still left in the penalty. And the Wildcats had the draw, but Morozic couldn't keep it. It's loose in front, and a slam on the pass right in front, missed or partially missed. Now another opportunity as they have it, and a shot, and that's just a little bit wide to the right. It would have been.
Yeah, she got that with her glove.
Yep. Brownlee looking good. 50 seconds. 50 seconds left in the penalty. 3:28 left in the period. Another face-off in the Wildcat zone. And a battle for it, and the Romans get it. Here's the pass to the center, but it's not handled. Comes out to the point. Now to the right wing, and back to the center. And good passing and a shot. Great save by Brownlee. Another opportunity, and they get the tying goal. They get the power play goal and tie the score as they score with 31 seconds left in the 2-minute penalty.
That's a tough one for Leela. She was trying to get out there, get her glove out there, and she's got her defenders right there who are doing their job.
Right.
But sometimes it's just hard to get your hand there with that puck moving around.
So we're back to an even game, 2-2 in both periods. The Wildcats have scored the first goal. The Romans have scored the second. Face off at center ice. Comes back into the Roman zone. Lesage gets it and got the shot on goal. It bobbled right in front of the goal with nobody there, unfortunately. And the Wildcats now get it back. They have it in the zone. Weber has it taken away. Lesage tries to get it back, but can't do it. Comes out of the zone. Now Lesage gets it and comes into the zone. Has trouble handling the puck, but gets it away to Weber, who crashes into an opponent. Now the shot by O'Hara, blocked partially, and the goaltender smothers it up in front of the net with 2:29 left in the period. And so another face-off, this one in the Roman zone.
We have Pleiter, Kramer, and Angel line with Graysick and O'Hara back on defense.
As the draw is won by the Wildcats, comes out to O'Hara. She deals it in front of a couple of opponents, and they get it out of the zone. And O'Hara chases it down back in the Wildcat zone. Ahead it goes to Angel. She battles for it against the boards. It comes out to the Romans. There's only one there, and she takes the shot, which goes wide to the left. O'Hara. Ahead it goes. Here's Kramer, and a loose puck in the middle of the ice. Comes to the side, and now the Wildcats get it. Pleiter with it, between a couple of defenders, gets it back. Pleiter behind the net, and a shot, and a save by the goaltender.
That's a move right there.
Yep, that was great. Pleiter tried to pass it to herself behind her skates. It actually wound up going between her skates. I said behind the net, behind her skates. And that was quite a play.
That would have been on the highlight reel for sure if she scored there. We have Nord and Crow back out on defense with Brownlee, Young, and Koplo on offense.
As Young will face it off in the Roman zone. Just 1:41 left in the period. Here's Crow getting the puck and moving it to the left of the goal. She gets it back now, sends it to the wing. Here it is in the center, and a shot, It's blocked, saved very nicely. That was Young who took that shot. And now the Romans the other way. The Romans with it, and the shot right on goal, smothered by the goaltender, Leela Brownlee, with 1:17 to go in period 2. 20th shot on goal a moment ago for the Kits. 9 shots now for the Romans. The faceoff comes to the goaltender. Brownlee smacks it into the corner, and the Wildcats come down the other way. They're out of the zone and now in to the other zone, and here's Brownlee, or excuse me, that's Morozic with the shot that was deflected. Another good save by the Roman goaltender, and the Romans get it the other way. 1-on-1. Nord, the defender, tries to go between her legs. The player sends it back out to the point, and now the pass, and Nord is there to intercept it and try to send it the other way. Claudia now has it back, and it's loose again. Still loose. A battle for it. Now the Romans get it. And it goes to the corner. And a centering pass and a shot is a goal. And for the first time in this game, the Romans have the lead. It's 3-2 with 22 seconds left here in period 2. Both teams are really good at stick checking the puck. It's very hard for either team to move it very far because of that.
Yeah, and that was good puck movement and a great pass by the Romans there.
Yes.
All right, Race and Morozic back on defense with Lesage, Weber, and Angel out on offense.
As the Wildcats have the puck, they won the draw. Into the zone it goes. Race trying to chase it down. Can't get there in time. A battle in the corner against the boards. About 6 players there fighting for it. Now it comes out. Weber has it, but checked away from her with the stick, and the period comes to an end with the Romans enjoying their first lead of the evening. It's 3-2. Shots 21-10 in favor of Evanston.
You know, we've had our scoring chances and just haven't been able to convert on some of them. I believe that if they keep up the same energy, that a couple of those are going to start to fall in the third period.
Well, their goaltender has been strong, but
yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've really played well offensively. They've given up a couple of big opportunities on the defensive end, but overall they're playing well.
Yes, I think so too.
Again, this is the second to the last regular season game for the Wildcats, and more likely than not, the second to the last game of the season.
More than likely, yes.
A week from tonight, they'll be right back here at the same time, right?
Same time.
6:05 start time scheduled against one of the Lake Forest teams. Which one? The Academy?
Lake Forest Academy. It's a private prep school.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been to their campus, it looks like a really nice college campus.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it probably costs the same as sending your kid to college.
Yeah.
But it's a great school.
Yeah. Well, 13 minutes to go, and the Wildcats, for the first time, are trailing in this game, which might inspire them to play even better.
I haven't switched the period. I'm going to do that for everybody so it's not confusing.
I would never remember to get that done.
It's a miracle that I even remember sometimes.
All right, here we go. Lesage.
Angel, Lesage, and Weber, Morozic, and Race back on defense.
As Lesage did not win the draw, the Romans have it. They're in front of the net, and a shot, and it goes a little bit wide to the left, picked up by the Romans, and deflected out of the zone. So Chicago has it back. pass to the center. A couple of Wildcats run into each other. The puck comes in to the Wildcat zone. Here's the shot effort, but it's blocked nicely. I think that was Weber who made that play, but they get it back. And the Romans with a pass ahead and a deflection by Morozic to prevent the shot. And then smothering up the puck is Brownlee, the goaltender.
Looks like we're going to get a line change here for the Kits. New offensive legs. We have Pleiter, Kramer, and Koniger with Norden Race back out on the ice.
Just 39 seconds into the final period. It is 3-2 in favor of the Romans.
Sorry, that's, Grace Crow, not Whitney Race.
As the Romans get it in the zone. Backdoor pass, but picked up by the Wildcats who can't get it out of the zone. Now it comes around the net. Nord gets it there, puts on the brakes and sends it the other way, and that gives Pleiter an opportunity. It's a 2-on-2. Pleiter has Koniger with her, and she has the puck taken away from behind before she can pass it or shoot it. Romans the other way. Nord, the defender, as she forces the player back to the behind the net. It's left out in front, and nobody there defensively. The shot nicely saved by Brownlee, and back come Nord across the blue line. Claudia Nord looks to put it on goal and does, but it's saved by the goaltender for the Romans. Now it comes back out, and a shot just a little bit left of the goal by Crow, the other defender, as the Romans get it now and move it to center ice. Nord knocks that one away before the shot can be taken. It goes behind the net. Crow and Pleiter are there with a couple of Roman players battling for it. Now it's centered, comes out across the blue line, and the drive for it, and unable to get to it in time is Crow. And now a whistle as a couple of players went down, but the whistle was just before that. Apparently it was offsides.
I think one of the Romans was back in the zone and wasn't fully out.
Okay.
So we have Brownlee, Young, and Koplo with Graysick and O'Hara back on defense.
And the Wildcats with the puck. Into the zone they go. 2-on-2. Centering pass. Defender is right there to knock it away from Caitlin Brownlee. And back come the Romans. Here's O'Hara, but they get by her, and a shot is just a little bit too high. Comes back out to the point, and now unable to keep it in the zone are the Romans. A knockaway by Young, and she almost gets it, but the defender stays with her and pokes it away just in time. A battle against the boards here on the near side. Still fighting for it there. And it comes out and across the blue line. So the Wildcats have to reset as the Romans pick up the puck. And now, they're going to call a trip against Brownlee. And it looked to me like the Roman player just skated right into a standstill Brownlee and fell down.
As she's got the puck and going for it. I don't know if I like that call. That's questionable.
Didn't look like a good one, but it is another power play, the second of the game for the Romans, and they did score a goal on the first. So
we're going to have Weber, Lesage, Race, and Rosick out on the ice for the Kits to kill off the first part of this.
As just under 10 minutes to go in the final period, 3-2, Romans lead. They have the power play, and they have the puck in the Wildcat zone. Comes out to the point. Here's a shot on goal, deflected away from the goal, and now it's loose, shoveled over to the corner. Romans still have it. Backhand pass, a battle for it there, and a great play by Morozic to steal it, and Morozic comes the other way and then fires it down. So 1:25 to go in the power play. And nice job by Lesage to keep it in the Roman zone as she sends it back, and they have to start over again. And now it comes across the blue line. And they've got a 2-on-2. from the wing. The shot across the goal mouth. Off the board, picked up, and a good save by Brownlee. Now another shot is wide to the right. It comes back to the other side. And the shot there, and another good save by Brownlee. But again, an opportunity. The Romans drive to the goal. Backhand shot blocked by Lesage. It's loose, saved by Brownlee. And now here comes Morozic. And she can't quite get to the puck in time to get the breakaway. As it comes back across the blue line, offsides is the call with 32 seconds to go in the penalty.
Fortunate for the kids. They had some tired legs out there, so they'll get a line change with Young and Lesage. Lesage is probably going to come off now, but we've got Young and Pleiter and Nord and Crow.
As the face-off at center ice. And it comes out to Nord, who does a good job of keeping that puck. And here comes Young. Young into the zone. She's got an opportunity, and her shot is just over the goal. Partially deflected, and it comes outside. And now a knockaway and a drive by the Romans. A shot is over the net, and off the deflection it's taken away. But now another shot on goal, and Nord is there to kick it away after the save by Brownlee. Comes out to the wing, and another shot, and a save right at the end of the power play by Brownlee, as the Wildcats are successful in preventing a goal on that opportunity for the Romans. Still 3-2. 7:52 to go. Here's Young with it. Young, nice pass ahead, and it's
that was up to Koplo.
Koplo, who sent it into the zone. Yep. Comes back out now, and taking it is Crow. Crow moves it around the net. Behind the net, the Romans get it. Comes out toward the point. Crow able to keep it in. Now it's loose in front. Nobody there for the Wildcats, and the Romans bring it out. Here they come. The drive on Nord, the backdoor pass, and Nord deflects that shot. Picked up by Young. She comes the other way. Nord is with her. Young with it. Looks it over. Looks some more. Now the centering pass gets by the goal. As Nord chases it down, she centers it. Comes out to the top. Graysick there. Nord with it. And her pass is to the left of the goal. Nobody there for it, as the Wildcats now can no longer keep it into the zone. They get the puck back, and Nord drives across the blue line. Nord, a centering pass is intercepted. And back come the Romans. Here's the drive, and a good play there by Graysick. Knocked it away, picked up though, and a shot is a goal, and they lead 4-2. With 6:26 left here in period number 3. Well, they had knocked the puck away, but it came right back to the center, and nobody there for the Wildcats. And the shot just inside the save effort by Brownlee.
That's a tough one to give up right there. There we have Weber, Angel, and Lesage out on offense with O'Hara and Graysick back on defense.
Last 3 goals in the game now have been scored by the Romans, as the Wildcats had a 2-1 lead in the second period. The Romans bring it across the line. And now a good move and a backdoor shot, a backhand shot over the net. Goes into the corner, a battle for it. They've got it again. Here's the spin and the pass to the corner. And now a shot and another goal. And it's 5-2 in favor of the Chicago Romans. Wow is right. Their offense has suddenly become much stronger. And they're almost even now in shots on goal. It's 24-19.
They have done a great job of putting the puck on the Wildcats' net the last period.
Yep. So, pretty big gap right now, but there's still time. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. Morozic has the puck at center ice. Moves her way through traffic. And now has it and shoots it. And it's saved beautifully by the Roman goaltender, who has been outstanding. Wildcats get it back. Morozic backdoors it. And now it's knocked away. Chasing it down in the corner are the Romans. With it there, Lesage had it for a moment. Now a shot deflected by Morozic, but it comes to the wing, and the Wildcats come out of there with it. But they can't get it out of the zone. Angel loses it. Morozic picks it up behind the net and tries to get it through her opponent, but can't do it. It's deflected back behind the net again. Angel with it. She centers it, but right there are the Romans, and a loose puck, a battle for it, and the Wildcats come up with it. Lesage, and now an opportunity. 3-on-1. Lesage has it poked away, gets it back, centers it, but it's poked to the side by the goaltender. And so that opportunity does not come through. Romans send it down to the other end. 4.5 minutes to go. 5-2 deficit for the Wildcats. Lesage has it at center ice. Moves beautifully behind or through a couple of defenders, but Koniger was just across the blue line a little bit too early, and the offsides call sends the face-off back outside the blue line.
The centering pass in your own defensive zone is one of the most dangerous passes you can make, because if that one's picked off, that gives the opposing team a...
And that's happened a couple of times. All right, Pleiter wins the draw, gets it to Kramer. It comes back to the defense. Nord with it there. Pass ahead, right on the mark to Pleiter, but she has it taken away. And now back come the Romans. The Romans, as Nord knocked it to the corner, but the Romans get it back, and it's loose and chipped away. Nord chases it down. Off the board it goes. It comes back to the center. The Wildcats get it there, but they can't hang on to it as it goes to the corner. Crow knocks it away, but it's picked up again by the Romans, and the shot is beautifully saved by Brownlee to keep the score at 5-2. But now we're down to 3:34 to go.
Wildcats need to make something happen very quickly.
That's for sure.
We have Young and Koplo and Brownlee out. And who's on defense for us? We have Graysick and O'Hara. And Morozic is back out on the ice.
As the draw is won by the Romans. From the point, the pass to the center, and the Wildcats get it and come the other way. On the move is Koplo.
Sorry, that's
or
Morozic.
that is, I'm sorry, 66 instead of 68.
There we go.
Pass out in front.
Kits are going to get a penalty here.
All right.
Power play.
Yep. Well, that's helpful.
Tripping on Kennedy got tripped down there in the corner. So maybe this is the break we need.
Centering pass was a good one to Brownlee, but the goaltender made the save, and then the penalty called.
So looks like Pat has put Kennedy back up on wing for the last 3 minutes of this game.
Yeah, she was at defense.
Yeah, she's an excellent scorer, whether she's on defense or offense. But I would assume that Pat is trying to get the best scoring lineup that he can out there.
First penalty of the game against the Romans. Let's see if the Wildcats can take advantage as Morozic shoots it, saved by the shoulder of the goaltender. The rebound comes to the corner, and Brownlee unable to get it there. The Romans come the other way. They spin and come out of there. Brownlee knocked it away. It's picked up by Graysick. Graysick centers it. It comes out to the point now. Here's O'Hara with it. Shot blocked by one of the Romans, and down to the other end it goes. It may be icing.
No, they're on the penalty.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yep. No icing then. Here's Morozic on the drive. Morozic across the blue line. Goes toward the corner. Gets it to Pleiter. Pleiter can't get her shot away. She's sticked by one of the defenders. Now it comes out to the point, and the shot by Graysick is knocked down by the goaltender, comes loose and picked up and knocked out of the zone by the Romans. 2:13 left. Here's Graysick across the line. Centers it, but nobody's there. Under a minute to go in the penalty. And just about 2 minutes to go in the game as Morozic covers the puck, but under pressure, and now a whistle and another penalty. And so the Wildcats will have a 2-player advantage for 40 seconds. But there's only 1:55 to go in the game, and they're down 3 goals.
So you have to think maybe this is the opportunity to even pull the goalie for us.
Wow.
Give us a 3-man advantage.
Make it should be able to score with that.
Yeah, so we have Nord and Kleider, Lesage, Morozic, and Young out on the ice for the Kits right now.
And Young, trying to win the draw, does kick it to one of her teammates. Morozic has it out on the point. She's now at defense. Here's the pass over to the side. Kleider not able to handle it cleanly. Out to Nord. Now to Morozic. Here's her shot, and that's deflected off the mark. Kleider gets it. 23 seconds to go in the 2-player advantage. Morozic from the point. Deals it to the wing. Now out in front. As Young passed it, but it was deflected into the corner. Wildcats still with it. Here's the shot, and it's off the shoulder or the helmet of the goaltender. Comes out to the point. Morozic to Nord. Her shot is saved, and they stop play with the first penalty over. Now it's a 1-player advantage with 1:11 left to go. And the penalty is for the rest of the game. I think it was 1:17 left in the penalty. So
yep, they put it back up. They had it on the wrong side.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, here's the draw. Won by the Wildcats. And the shot effort by Kleider is prevented by a stick check.
And Pat has pulled the goalie, so...
Yeah. Morozic ahead to Lesage, so it is a 2-player advantage down at this end. Lesage bounces it toward the goaltender, who covers it up with 53 seconds to go. Face-off coming in the Roman zone.
And we're going to get a penalty, it looks like.
Oh.
I didn't see what the call was.
I didn't either. It is against Whitney Race, and that moves the face-off down to the other end. And so will the Wildcats bring their goaltender back onto the ice?
They have to.
Yeah, they will.
That would be
Yeah. 53 seconds to go and a 5-2 lead for the Romans.
Nord, Lesage, and Young.
The draw won by the Romans, but the Wildcats get it out of the zone, and now they have it. Here's Lesage across the blue line. Moves it toward the goaltender, who deflects it mildly to the corner. Nord gets it up top. Her shot is blocked, and back come the Romans. 30 seconds left. Morozic had it.
Careful, because the
lost it. The
gone.
goalie is gone again. They've got a chance, and the shot is just wide to the far side. We're down to 20 seconds to go. Nord deflected the shot effort. Now Morozic has it. Ahead it goes. And now up to center ice. Comes back across the blue line.
7 seconds left.
Now 5 seconds. Here's Young. Deflected to the corner, and that will end the game. The final score is the Romans 5 and the Wildcats 2, even though the Wildcats did outshoot Chicago 31-20.
Well, their goal, you got to give it to their goaltender.
Yes.
She made some incredible stops.
She was really good. So a tough loss, which does end any chances for a playoff spot.
It does. That moves us out of any mathematical chance of making it to the postseason. But I liked the way that I liked the energy that the Wildcats skated with the first period, and they just had some unfortunate breaks.
Yep. Yeah, the momentum just changed
It did
pretty suddenly. Yeah,
right around the halfway point of the third
yes.
period.
When the Wildcats had a 2-1 lead,
Yeah,
and the last 4 goals in this game scored by the Kits, scored one right at the end of the second period to take a 3-2 lead, but the game was still very much up for grabs at that point, and it stayed that way until about halfway through the third period, I think it was. They scored 2 goals within about 30 seconds of one another, and that totally changed it.
Yeah, you could see the air come out of the Wildcats after that.
Yep.
But we have our final game is next Sunday, same time, same place, against Lake Forest Academy, and it'll be a good opportunity for the kids to end on a positive note for the season if they can get a victory. They have beat that team once. The last time we played at their ice.
And the thing, and I know you agree with this, the thing I've especially noticed is the improvement of the way the Wildcats have played from the start of the season to now.
Absolutely. They're playing much more as a team and instead of as a team of individuals. So.
And of course, all teams improve to some degree as the season goes along, but I think the Wildcats have improved way more than average.
Absolutely. Cannot disagree with that. Well, thank you for coming up. I know I enjoy your company, and I think everybody else who listens probably really enjoys it. So
I love doing this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Absolutely. Anytime. You are always welcome up here in the quote-unquote broadcast booth.
Thanks, Matt.